Katy can be a great place to live, but choosing the wrong park can mean a longer commute, higher monthly cost, in a neighborhood that does not fit your lifestyle at all. So last week I started a new series called Where Should You Live Around Houston? And we began with the energy corridor. Today we're moving west and talking about the area I know best because I've lived in Katy for more than 35 years. So, should you live in Katy, Texas? I'm going to walk you through the biggest advantages, the possible downsides, and the mistake I see buyers make before they ever step inside a home. The first thing you need to understand is that Katy is much bigger than most people expect. There's the actual city of Katy, and then there's the much larger area everyone simply calls Katy. Two homes can have a Katy address and still be 25 to 30 minutes apart. They can also have very different tax rates, schools, commute times, and neighborhood styles. That's why saying you want to live in Katy does not narrow things down nearly as much as you might think. It's a little like saying you want to live in Houston. Technically helpful, but we still have some work to do. I have worked with buyers who started out convinced they knew exactly where in Katy they wanted to live. Once we compared their commute, budget, tax rate, and how they wanted to spend their weekends, they ended up choosing a completely different part of Katy. They still found the right home, but it was not where they originally thought that they'd be looking. That is why I ask buyers where they will be working, what they want to be close to, and what daily life needs they have to look like before we start talking about specific neighborhoods. Now, one of the biggest reasons people like Katy is the amount of variety. You can find older neighborhoods with mature trees, newer subdivisions with modern floor plans, and large master plan communities with pools, trails, fitness centers, playgrounds, and year-round events. Some communities have so many amenities that you may begin to wonder whether you're buying a house or enrolling in summer camp. The only difference is that summer camp did not come with an HOA payment. You will also find a wide range of homes. Katy has starter homes, larger move-up homes, luxury properties, new construction, and even areas where you can find land. Expensive, but you can. But this is where buyers need to slow down because the list price does not tell the whole story. Two houses may cost about the same but have very different monthly payments because of property taxes, insurance, homeowners association fees, and utility district costs. A home that looks like a better deal online may not feel like the better deal once you see the full monthly number. That is why I always want my buyers looking at the entire cost, not just the price sitting at the top of the listing. Another major reason people consider Katy is location. If you work in the energy corridor or West Houston, Katy can be a very convenient option for you. The important word there is can. Your commute will depend heavily on which part of Katy you choose and what time you leave home. A house may look close to your office on a map, but Houston traffic has never been especially concerned with what the map has promised you. If your commute matters, you need to test it during the hours you would actually be driving. Do not test it at 11 on a Saturday morning and assume Monday at 7:30 will feel just the same, because I guarantee you it won't. And commute is only part of the daily life. Katy also has plenty of shopping, restaurants, parks, and activities. Depending on where you live, you may be close to Katy Meals, La Centera, parks, trails, community events, and a long list of locally owned restaurants. You are not going to run out of places to eat here. Your bigger problem may be choosing between Tex-Mex, barbecue, Mediterranean food, and whatever new restaurant opened while you were sitting in traffic on I-10. Many buyers also ask about Katy ISD. The school district is one reason some families begin their search here, but school zoning can vary from one neighborhood to another and sometimes even within the same community. Never ever assume a home is zoned to a particular school because of the zip code, neighborhood name, or something you saw in an old listing. Always verify the zoning with the specific address. Now, I've talked about the reasons people choose Katy, but there are some sides that you need to consider. If you want to walk out of your home and easily walk to a coffee shop or a restaurant and entertainment every day, most of Katy probably will not give you that. There are a few more walkable pockets, but Katy is primarily suburban, and you are going to spend quite a bit of time in your car. Katy may also not be the best fit if you work downtown and do not want a longer commute. Plenty of people make that drive, but you need to be realistic about how much time you are willing to spend on the road. You also will want to look carefully at property taxes, insurance costs, drainage history, flood zones, and future development. Katy is far too large to make blanket statements. One neighborhood can be very different from another neighborhood only a few miles away. So, is Katy right for you? Katy may be a great fit if you want suburban living, a wide selection of homes, neighborhood amenities, and convenient access to West Houston. It may not be the right fit if your biggest priorities are walkability, a short downtown commute, or finding the lowest possible tax rate. The most important thing is choosing the part of Katy that fits your real life and not just choosing a house with the prettiest kitchen. I'm Sheila Ochsner, a realtor who has lived in Katy for more than 35 years, and I help buyers figure out not only which house they should purchase, but which part of Katy and West Houston will actually work for their lifestyle, their budget, and their commute. If you are considering moving to Katy or West Houston, my contact information is below. And leave me a comment telling me where you will be working, because that is one of the first things I would use to help you narrow down which areas you may want to start researching. Make sure you subscribe, because next week we are comparing North Katy and South Katy. We will talk about differences in housing, commuting, development, and what buyers often do not notice until they start touring the homes. Thanks. See you next time.